Hi guys, it's just editing Jaylan right now. I just want to let you guys know that if you guys want to see me react to All Too Well 10-minute version and the short film, that will be a completely separate video. I do react to the vault songs at the end of this one, but I stop on the very first night. So if you guys want to see me react to All Too Well 10-minute version, then make sure you stick around. It'll be up in a few days and I'm so excited to go on this insane journey with you guys. Guys, we are here. This is the moment. Red, Taylor's version, has dropped and I am so excited. I can't believe that I've been doing YouTube for like just over a year and I've reacted to Folklore, Evermore, Taylor's version, Fearless, and now we're doing Red. What? It's insane. And to celebrate, I'm wearing a little Fearless moment in my best dress, Fearless. I know you probably won't be able to see it most of this video, so I thought I'd just point it out now. But I'm really excited, so let's just get right on into it. Before I get into this, I just want to say, do you guys appreciate the cozy vibes I've created for Red? Red just feels autumn, winter. Just need coziness. So let's start with a little State of Grace moment. Her voice sounds so much like more full and more mature. I'm so excited. And the way she drags everything, oh my gosh, she sounds like an angel. She has so much more strength behind all the words she's saying, if that makes sense. Me. That was such a bad impression. But she was like, me. I love how like she's made her voice higher to like suit the tone of Red, because obviously her voice was higher. It's obviously got deeper throughout the years and throughout the albums, but it sounds more mature but higher. That was such a good start. Such a good start. I mean, it's a State of Grace. I knew it was going to be a good start. But the thing is that I feel like lots of people worry about the songs being too different. And obviously, as like Swifties, we can tell the differences. Like, we can tell that her voice has changed. There are going to be like slight things that we pick up on. But I love how she's like kept it true to the Red era. Well, like I was saying, like her voice still sounds like she's in the Red era. So next we have Red. I'm really excited to hear her do like a more poppy sound. Like when she goes, you know. This is making me like actually emotional, even though Red isn't really an emotional song. I just remember playing this all the time in my bedroom back home. I literally thought I was the main character, and like I used to think it was so iconic. She was like, losing hair was blue like I'd never know, losing hair was dark grey. I was like, she's so talented, like using all the colors. And now look at her lyrics. Her voice, she just sounds like her. She just sounds like the song. Let's see if she smashes it. I know it sounds stupid because obviously like she's supposed to do this, but I can feel like the emotion behind the song still. And I feel like it's hard because like, because she's obviously been through so much since this song, it's hard to still have that like connection to the lyrics, but I can still hear it. I can still like hear her connection. That was perfect. I know there are some slight differences, but like these songs so far, I feel like I'm just listening to Red, but like upgraded. So next we have Treacherous, and I'm really excited to hear Treacherous because it's just such a heartbreaking song. I love hearing her sing slow songs. It's just so, it's just so full. Oh my gosh, the way she said like it. I did go to a Taylor Swift nightclub recently. That's what I'm blaming the that on. I love this part. I actually think that I'm preferring this version. I actually think she's made me like fall in love with the song even more. And that's what I'm finding with so many of these songs, is that I actually prefer them Taylor's version than I do the originals. But the thing is, I love the originals because obviously you can hear the changes in her voice as she's grown up, like the maturity, the changes and stuff. But I think the really cool thing about Taylor doing this is that she gets to listen back to them and realise what she could change, and actually has the ability to change them. It's just crazy to think that she's really like taken what she had and captured the beauty of that song, but literally has just upgraded it. Because I love Treacherous, but I love it even more now. Next, we have I Knew You Were Trouble. And I am so excited for I Knew You Were Trouble, 22. You know, like the classics. Because the classics ruled each year they came out. And they always will. Like in Fearless, when I was listening to Love Story. Like, it was one of the ones I was most excited for. Because, you know, those songs that, like, don't just touch the Swiftie fandom, but they also touch the public. And, like, everyone knows them. And it's so exciting to hear them because lots of people at the time in my friendship group weren't Taylor Swift fans. So if I wanted to play Taylor Swift music, I would depend on the singles, and everyone would love them. There'd be songs, like there'll be the songs that you put on at a party, everyone knows them, everyone's gonna sing along, everyone's gonna have a good time. And I'm just so excited to hear if she's captured that like excitement of like wanting to scream along to them, which again, as I keep saying, I'm sure she has. I prefer that Trouble. I prefer that Trouble, Trouble, Trouble. Maybe it's because Rap Era helped her out and she sounds more like Trouble, 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 like deeper, more like Trouble, like dark. Okay, she has 100% made this a vibe. Yes, nailed it. Every aspect, nailed it. Nailed it. Her voice. Did you hear that little voice break? Oh my gosh, that was amazing. With like singles, you just don't really play them as much because they're singles. You remember hearing them so often and so frequently that you just don't want to go back to them. But that I want to go back to. Just a cheeky shift in the mood. I don't know if I'm being dramatic, but I actually feel sick to my stomach because we are listening to All Too Well. I love the way Taylor organised these songs because, you know, like we've just been screaming and having a great time and now we're gonna cry. It was cold. It's just because her voice sounds so like, I literally want to punch myself in the face. Everything is so much more pronounced, like looking over at me, twin size bed. It just sounds cleaner, like more cut and dry. I mean, cut and dry is a bit like, it sounds like I'm saying it's dry. It's very clean. I feel like I noticed the most differences with this one, not in a bad way, but like I feel like I just recognize more changes. I think it's just because I've listened to this song so many freaking times that I could just like hear more changes, but not in a bad way. Like it just seems more mature. Like I keep saying over and over again, but it just sounds cleaner, more mature. I feel like her words were dragged out a bit more. It didn't feel like as chaotic as All Too Well feels usually when I listen to it. This one felt more like this action, rather than like it felt more like. Next, we got 22, which I'm super excited about because I'm not 22 yet. So this will be the song playing on my 22nd birthday over and over again. Oh my god, I love it already. You can tell she's like accentuating her American accent because she sounds so American in 22. Just like strangers. Oh my god, she sounds so young in this song. She sounds so young. Who's Taylor Swift anyway? Ew. Clapping. I'm clapping. She captured the absolute vibes, essence of 22. Like I said, with I Knew You Were Trouble, it makes me want to listen to it over and over again. And that hasn't happened for a very long time. Like, I don't skip them. No. But because they are singles, they were overplayed at the time. But I just want to keep playing and playing and playing and playing. Next, we have I Almost Do. And this is gonna hurt like a bitch. This song is just so underrated. I hope it's now rated. where it deserves to be. Oh my gosh, she sounds like the same. Sorry, I'm just changing the lighting because like it's very bright white and I need like more of a cozy feel. I genuinely think she sounds so similar. I'll go on TikTok later though and it'll be like the differences and I almost do and I'll be like, cool. Oh, that touching. That was amazing. I really hope with this re-release that people actually appreciate the song way more because it's just such a heartbreaking song, but it's just so underrated, so underrated. Now a more upbeat one. We've got a bit of We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. I'm excited for because I can't wait to hear her out of everything do the wee because I love it. It was literally like a meme as well. I just hope that I hope she does it again. Rather than like making it more like a mature like wee. I hope it's still like wee. I feel like half the time I'm literally just chatting shit. I'm so excited. I say I hate you, we break up, you call me, I love you. She did it, she did it. Oh my god, it sounds so cute for some reason. Like, ever. She did a little laugh. Mate, I actually love this so much. Why does it sound so cute? It literally sounds like a child singing it. I would love to hear the behind the scenes of her saying the we. I am so excited for this part where she does the talking. He calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, this is exhausting, you know? Like, we're never getting back together. Like, ever. No! She nailed it. She did it. She smashed it. I am very excited to hear her sing Stay Stay Stay. It's a hit and miss song with some people, but I absolutely love Stay Stay Stay. It's so cute, and the fact that she's with Joe now, I feel like I'm just going to be able to hear her smiling. I'm just excited to hear how in love she is. Last night, I just love it. She's just, you can tell she's adjusting her voice for the song and making it sound more like childlike. But that's what I love about this song. It's just so adorable. This song is making me so happy. Like to hang out with you. Aww. Okay, next we have The Last Time, and oh my gosh, I love The Last Time. I remember when I was back at home, I'd like sit on the stool in my bedroom and then I'd sing like her part, and then like I'd pretend like I was back to back with him, so like I'd let the guy that wasn't there sing his part, and then I'd turn around on my chair and sing it forward towards the crowd, like we were sat on chairs back to back. It was very emotional. I don't even know how old I was, probably like 10. I was just going through it, you know, like people mess you about at 10 years old. I also love hearing the contrast between her and a guy singing, especially like in Exile. I feel like people appreciate Exile way more than The Last Time. And it was just the contrast of her being like, I gave so many signs, you never gave a warning sign, like the back and forth. That's how I see The Last Time. I feel like The Last Time was like the OG, but like people kind of just like disregard it and jumped straight to Exile. So I'm hoping this gets the recognition it deserves. Find myself at your door, not sure how I open your eyes and I actually got chills. Like, I'm not even being dramatic, I actually got chills. Their voices combined is one of the greatest things I've ever heard. I love this version more. I love this version way more. And I love The Last Time. Her voice is just so soft. I literally feel like I'm in heaven. Why is this song so underrated? This is my favorite part when they're like over each other, like Exile. Why don't people appreciate it enough? Holy Ground is one of my favorite songs Taylor's ever done. It just makes me so happy. And I think that's why it's one of my favorites. Like when it was my morning of my driving test, I listened to Holy Ground over and over again. I still failed the test, but that's not the point. I'm giving myself an actual headache, like I'm actually getting dizzy. My favourite part. What a day. See, this is it. Like, I'm really happy now, and now I've got to switch back down to sad, beautiful, tragic. Her voice. I feel like she's completely hit the nail on the head with this. It's perfect. Right, my favourite part. This is so good. The sound of her voice in this makes this song better than it was before. I don't know how to explain it because all of these songs I thought were perfect until she's done them again, and they just feel so much more stronger now and so much more connected because her voice is just clearer. Her voice has more like soul. Her voice has history. Right, next we have The Lucky One, and to be honest, it's probably like at the bottom for me for Red. I don't know why. I just feel like I've never connected to it personally, and I feel like my favourite thing about Taylor's songs is I can connect to every single one of them. So let's see if she's changed my mind. These lyrics must feel so different for her knowing what she knows now, because how much she's been through. And at the time, this was only Red, like she was still like a baby. She sounded way more passionate in that. It's not just that it must feel different for her, it feels different for me, like listening to this, and it has like ever since everything happened during the Reputation era and stuff. Like it's just crazy how she almost like predicted this was going to happen. Like she knew so much about the industry before we even knew. I love that part as well, because remember that poem she did saying why she disappeared. Next we have Everything Has Changed featuring Ed Sheeran, and I'm actually really excited for this because I'm excited to hear Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift together. Their voices are so grown and everything has literally changed. It's just it's so cool. Her voice sounds so like fresh. I don't know how to explain it apart from fresh. It's time. I feel like Ed sounds really clear as well. I don't know if they like made his voice louder or I just couldn't hear him before. Okay, next we have Starlight. This song just feels like love. I feel like this song sounds similar to the original as well. Just the way she's singing it, it sounds like her. Oh, her voice is literally just so angelic. That song has like made me appreciate it so much more for some reason. Now we've got Begin Again, which I'm super excited for because it feels like this is beginning again. Oh, this is perfect. I like already prefer it. I just want to like put my headphones on and just lie in bed and just listen to how beautiful this is. It just sounds so soft. That was honestly beautiful. She got it perfect. She got it spot on. Next we have The Moment I Knew, which is one of my favourite songs on Red. Oh my gosh. She tells the story so well that you can just, you're in the moment. You can imagine everything perfect. Come Back, Be Here, another one of my favourites. I feel like I'm more aware of the instrumentals, and I don't know if it's because they've like enhanced them or something, but it's the same with Fearless. Like I realized that I was appreciating the background more. Maybe it's just a maturity thing and I can appreciate them instrumentals. Done. Right, next up we have a Girl at Home moment, and again, Girl at Home is probably like at the bottom for me again for Red. I don't know specifically where, but again, like it's just like about songs that I can relate to. I feel like that intro sounded so different. I swear that sounded so much more different. What? Why does it sound so different? The background is way more clear. It sounds more like electric. Now, what is going on? I actually have to read the comments because I don't know if I'm losing my mind or not. Okay, someone said this is magically reimagined and I'm not complaining. Someone else said this sounds like 1989 lol, and honestly it's a huge improvement. Okay, I'm not losing my mind then. This sounds a lot different. It's so cool. Like her voice sounds so far away compared to the instrumentals. This is so cool. She made the right decisions. I know she's just like re-recording them and like making them sound as similar as possible, but she made the right decision with this because like I said, Girl at Home was like at the bottom for me. This is so good. I would 100% listen to this over and over again. That was so cool! Someone said she turned a little boring and repetitive song. I wouldn't go that far. But she said to this masterpiece, I never was a big fan of Girl at Home. I always thought it was one of her weaker songs. I love how she changed the production. She turned it into something electro, dancey, funny, and so catchy. Someone else said this is so much better. I didn't expect to add a lot of sound here, but it's so clever. I am so happy for her because people will like this song now. Oh my gosh, I love that so much more. She knew exactly what she wanted. She knew exactly how to change it up, and that was a journey. That was a whole journey within one song. Right, now we have Ronan, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. It is one of the most heartbreaking songs she's ever written, but I cannot tell you how happy I am that she owns it. The fact that he stole this, like, is disgusting, and the fact she asked the mother's permission to recreate the song. I'm not ready for this, but I need to listen to it just out of respect. Why did she include that video at the start? I honestly haven't heard this song for ages because I just can't listen to it. That was rough. Right, a song I was excited for is Better Man. This is all us Swifties have ever wanted. All we've ever wanted is to hear Taylor sing Better Man, because we can hear like one verse, but you can't hear most of it. Now we can listen to the whole thing. I can't believe how much we wanted this. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, how is this not on the original? How is this not on the original? Oh man, I used to listen to like the 1 minute clip we had of her singing that song, and I would play it like obsessively over and over again. And oh my gosh, I'm so thankful we have the whole version. She just sings it so well, and it's gonna be like my song that I like have on full volume that I'm screaming like sometimes, but better. It's just my voice at the moment, I swear. We have some vault songs. I mean, I guess Better Man is a vault song. So, first vault song, or second, is Nothing New featuring Phoebe Bridgers. Nothing new. Maybe it's like being in the same cycle of like a relationship. Like nothing's changing. Like you don't feel special anymore. Like just time's running out of the relationship. Oh my gosh, I love this vibe. Oh my gosh, I like this a lot, and there's been like 4 lines. Oh my gosh. I actually really like this. I love that, like I love the approach, like my interpretation was like way off. This song is beautiful. Oh my gosh, because she doesn't really mention drinking at all in any of her other albums until her more recent ones. So it's interesting that this has her mention that she's been drinking. It's weird because like I can imagine her releasing it now, but I can't imagine it ever being on Red before. I don't know why it's a vault song because it's a really good song, but I feel like it didn't make sense for her in the time she was. Oh my gosh, she's actually got a song featuring a female who's actually singing on it. Like actually singing on it. That is an amazing vault song. I love that so much. Oh, I want to listen to it again now and just like experience it all over again. I love that so much. Okay, now we're listening to Babe, and I've heard this one before, but not Taylor singing it. I love this version. I think it's just because she just sounds so like disappointed and just so like hurt. Right, the next one is Message in a Bottle. I actually have no idea where this could go. Maybe like singing about things that like were never said, or like a secret love thing. What? 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 This is upbeat. I was not expecting that. Oh my god! Her voice sounds so beautiful. What? This sounds like incredible. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad like well, I'm not so glad this is happening, but I'm so glad that she's releasing her versions and songs from the vault, because how did we live in a time where this song didn't exist? How? It sounds so poppy. Oh my god, this is such a fun song. This is such a fun song. What the hell? This is such a good song. This song is going to be on repeat for days and days. I'm actually flabbergasted. It kind of sounds like those songs though, are like your summer song. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's why it wasn't put on red. I feel like literally the only reason why that wasn't on the album is just because it moved so far away from like the country era, and I'm thinking that, you know, maybe some people weren't happy with having it on the album because of the sound, but that is an amazing song. That, imagine all of us in 2012, we would have been jamming to that. I'm so grateful though to have it now because wow. Oh. Okay, next song is I Bet You Think About Me. Better than mine. Oh my gosh, I love how country this is. This actually could be on Fearless. Oh my god, that is such a good line. I love that so much. Does it make you sad that the love that you're looking for is a love that you had? Facts. I love that so much. I'm really enjoying these vault songs, you know, I really like them. Oh, this makes me so excited. Oh. I feel nothing but pure joy right now. The next one is Forever Winter. Now this one's gonna be sad. Lots of these songs have been like, I feel like this one's gonna be more slow. It's such an interesting sound. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so sad. That is just like, that's just so much, isn't it? Just knowing that someone is going through something and you can't save them, you can't fix it, but just like saying that you'll be there all the time and that you promise like it carry the weight that they feel. But then it's also really hard for the person that has to carry it. To change from begging to screaming. Bomb in your head and disarm it. This is so sad. That's so difficult, like standing by someone when they're going through mental health issues. Of course it's harder for the people going through it, but loving someone who's like depressed or suicidal. Bruh. Next we got Run with our little Ed Sheeran. I'm excited to hear him again on another song with her. I'm excited. I miss hearing their voices together so much. It's so nice. It makes me nostalgic. This is like the photo, so maybe like she wants to run away with him. Honestly, the combination of their voices together is one of the best combinations in the world. Oh, I feel like I'm floating. Their voices are just so angelic. There's something that feels just so innocent about this song. Like everything has changed. It gives off similar energy to just the innocence. And it's not like an urgency of like running. It just sounds like they're dreaming of being able to run, if that makes sense. It sounds like it's just like a fantasy, like we could do this and then we could do that. Not real, like realistically they're not going to, but it's just like the hope of it. Oh, that was really nice. I enjoyed that song. Right, now we have The Very First Night, and I feel like this is going to be like a love song. Falling in love with someone. She sounds so young. I love the beat. Sorry for that abrupt cut, but basically my boyfriend arrived. Very rude of him. And we're finally picking up where we left off, which is The Very First Night. Oh, dance in the kitchen, like the refrigerator light. It's so weird because this sounds like it's very much for 1989. Like, these vault songs I think are really good, but I understand in a way like why they're not for red, because it's just the concept. Like I can't imagine it being on red the first time, but then again red itself moved away from the countryside and then it became like too poppy, a lot of people were saying, which is why she even came out with 1989 in the first place. Oh, I wish she had that on the original as well. It's just very poppy though, and then I just feel like they're really catchy, like Message in a Bottle, and then The Very First Night. Oh, We would have loved them. They would have been like charting on the radio. I can see it now. Right guys, so that brings us to the end of reacting to Red, which is really, really sad actually, because I really enjoy going through this album and I just found it so exciting. I feel like Red was just definitely like a major part of my life, and I feel like loads of people know stuff from Red. Red was like an iconic album and it's most people's tops. Like usually when I ask people, it's either Rep or Red, and I'm just so grateful that we get to experience this era all over again and we get to experience all of them. I'm just so proud of her for like replicating them so well and so closely, and then also changing the ones that needed to be changed. For example, Girl at Home, that needed a change. Like, I'm so glad that she decided to change that because it's way more upbeat, way more powerful. It's a much stronger song. And all of the Vault songs, like, I can't believe some of these that we never would have heard of. I can't believe we lived in a time where they didn't exist. And it just makes me think, how many more songs has she written? How many more Vault songs are there? And I'm just so excited to hear so many more. If you guys want to hear me react to All Too Well 10-minute version, it will be up in a few days time, so it'll probably be up on Wednesday or Thursday night, and I'm excited to hear it. It's painful not being able to play it now, but I want to really take it in. Obviously my boyfriend's here at the moment, so I want to be able to just sit back, scream, cry, whatever vibe she gives me for 10 minutes and then react to the short film, which I'm also really excited about because I've seen so many clips of it already. So I'll see you guys in the next video, another Taylor Swift themed video, and then after that I'll be doing a vlog of the Taylor Swift nightclub. So all the Swifties that have come from this video, stick around because there's more to come, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.